I've touched the sky, I've tasted gold, worn my crown, played every role. Late night laughter, champagne air, we felt untouchable back there. Neon dreams and reckless youth, every promise felt like truth. You held my hand like time was kind, like we'd never fall behind. But mirrors change and seasons turn, and I've got questions I don't learn. Will you still want me when the lights go dim, when my shine fades and the world feels thin, when all I have is my honest heart and every dream is falling apart? If beauty leaves and time moves on, will I still be the one you want? I've been adored, I've been desired, heard my name sung, felt admired. But in the quiet, stripped of grace, would you still love my bare face? Summer heat and radio songs, dancing like we both belong. You said forever like a vow, I wonder if you mean it now. If heaven listens when I pray, there's one thing I still need to say. Will you still want me when I'm worn and tired, when I'm not young, not glorified, when all that's left is my aching soul, no spotlight left, no control? If all I am is real and true, will your love still pull me through? Dear God, if love is more than skin, if hearts are how we're measured in, let him see me when I'm undone, let him love me when I'm just someone. Will you still love me when time is cruel, when I'm not magic, not beautiful? I need to know before I fall, before I give you all I am. When the world forgets my name, will you love me just the same? When the lights go dim and youth is gone, still smells like you, but your voice is gone. I stare at empty memories from dusk till dawn. Your name still lives in my mouth, but it tastes like pain. And loving you was sunshine that ended in rain. After you left, nothing felt the same. The world kept spinning. 'cause the world moves on, but I remain trapped in endless pain. And every tear I shed tonight is ashes in the rain. I reach for hands that will not hold, I call for voices gone. The warmth you gave has vanished, the nights stretch endlessly long. Even the sky mourns with me, even the wind complains. And I wander through the storm alone, with ashes in the rain. Oh, ashes in the rain. Every heartbeat cries your name. I scream into the silence, but the silence stays the same. The world moves on without you, and I am left behind with ashes of our love and life forever in my mind. If I could turn back time again, would I hold you close once more? Or is grief eternal, unrelenting, like waves upon the shore? Ashes in the rain. Every heartbeat cries your name. I scream into the silence, but the silence stays the same. The world moves on without you, and I am left behind with ashes of our love and life forever in my mind. So I'll walk through endless storms, through shadows deep and gray, hoping someday I'll find light and chase the pain away. Every memory of you is a wound that never heals. Every smile you gave me was a pain that time reveals. The nights are endless shadows, the days are heavy chains, and I wander through this darkness, haunted by your name. I call into the silence, I scream into the void, but the echo of your absence cannot be destroyed. Even dreams betray me, even love turns cold, and the story of our moments is a pain I cannot hold. Oh, bleeding memories haunt me, every heartbeat screams your name. I cry into the darkness, but the darkness stays the same. The world moves on without you, all I am left behind with all the pain of what we had forever in. If I could turn more time, would I hold you once again? Or is grief eternal, endless, like waves upon the plain?
I see the threads of life unravel, the choices I made, the paths I lost. Every step I took was hollow, every gain has come at cost. The voices of my past around me, whispering what I should have done, and the weight of all my failures shines darker than the sun. I've tried to mend the pieces, but the cuts run far too deep. Even time cannot erase the scars I take with me to sleep. The nights are long with memories, the days are endless chains, and the echo of my mistakes will haunt me through the rains. All broken threads keep pulling, tearing at my heart and mind. Every breath I take reminds me of what I left behind. I scream, I beg for mercy, but mercy never comes, and I walk among the ruins of the life I left undone. If I could change the choices made, would I still be the same? Or is the pain I carry now the only truth that remains? I stumble through the shadows, I drown in endless grief, and the threads I cannot stitch are the ones that hold the thief. All broken threads keep pulling, tearing at my heart and mind. Every breath I take reminds me of what I left behind. I scream, I beg for mercy, but mercy never comes, and I walk among the ruins of the life I left undone. So I'll keep walking through my errors, through shadows thick and wide, hoping someday I can weave a soul I do not hide. I walk through life like a ghost, unseen by those I know. The paths I take lead nowhere, the world moves fast and slow. I am buried in shadows, a soul without a name, and every day I stumble on in a life of fears the same. The laughter of the living feels distant, harsh and cold. Even love is fleeting, even dreams are sold. The night surrounds me endlessly, the dawn is far away, and I am trapped inside myself, where darkness has its way. Oh, buried in shadows, every heartbeat echoes pain. I scream into the From the shadows I chains of regret, each lingered choice I made. The past, it haunts me endlessly, its shadow will not fade. Every word I failed to speak, every step I failed to take, carries weight inside my chest that I can never break. Even forgiveness cannot reach me, even hope feels far away. I stumble through each lonely night, I fight to see the day. The ghosts of all my errors whisper every sin, and the darkness inside me is where I begin. Oh, chains of regret hold tightly, every heartbeat echoes blame. I scream into the silence, I drown in endless shame. The world moves on indifferent while I am torn apart, and the past I cannot change lives in my broken heart. If I could undo every choice, would I be free at last? Or are the chains eternal, a shadow of the past? Oh, chains of regret hold tightly, every heartbeat echoes blame. I scream into the silence, I drown in endless shame. The world moves on indifferent while I am torn apart, and the past I cannot change lives in my broken heart. So I'll keep walking through the night, through shadows deep and gray, hoping someday I'll forgive the choices I can't sway. I walk past the hall where we once danced. The echoes of laughter still cling. The decorations long faded, but the memory stings. I see your hand in the photos, I feel the weight of your smile, and I realize forever was only for a while. The ring sits silent in a drawer, the flowers wilted and dried. The music that played our wedding song has faded into the sky. I gave you my heart completely, I gave all I could give, but love isn't enough when the other refuses to live. Some love ends with what you never knew. They cheered for forever. They smiled at what seemed true, chasing ghosts of our wedding. I gave my heart and lost you. I remember our first dance. Your hand barely brushed mine. I smiled through the music, pretending everything was fine. The vows felt heavy, the rings cold on my hand, and I realized slowly, love doesn't always stand. The bed feels too wide, the sheets cold under my skin. I reach for your warmth, but you've already given in. I whispered your name softly, hoping love could stay, but some hearts vanish quietly, while others fade away. You said we'll get through this, but your voice was thin. I tried to follow your heart, but you had already gone within, chasing ghosts of our wedding. I loved when you walked away. I stayed through the heartbreak while you quietly swayed. They celebrated joy, they cheered for love, they believed, chasing ghosts of our wedding. I gave my all in grief. Do you remember our wedding night? The candles, the soft light. I reached for you gently, hoping love could ignite, but the spark had faded. The night whispered lies, and I realized slowly, forever was only disguise. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed, loving someone quietly while your heart decayed. I carried hope like a torch, even as it burned in vain, chasing ghosts of our wedding. All that remains is pain. If love is measured in effort, I gave mine endlessly. If love is measured in heart, you left silently. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a memory? I refuse to heal. I loved in silence, I loved through tears, I loved through absence, I loved through years, chasing ghosts of our wedding. I stayed when you left, I loved when you vanished, I forgave, I wept. They cheered for forever, they smiled for what seemed true, chasing ghosts of our wedding. I gave my all while you quietly withdrew. Some weddings start with hope and end with ghosts that never leave. Inside my broken mind, every thought is heavy chains, every step is blind. I hide behind a smiling mask, but no one sees the pain, and the cries that echo in my head are calling out in vain. The nights are endless prisons, are hollow lies. I've tried to reach the light above, but the darkness never dies. Even hope feels distant, even love is far away, and I stumble through this life in shadows of decay. Oh, cries in the dark surround me, every heartbeat screams and chains. I drown in all my sorrow, I bleed from silent pains. I call into the nothing, but the nothing calls me back, and I wander lost forever along this endless track. If I could tear away this anguish, if I could find release, would I know what it means to breathe, or is despair my peace? I carry all the weight of grief, I sink in endless streams, and all that's left inside of me are fractured, broken dreams. Oh, cries in the dark surround me, every heartbeat screams and chains. I drown in all my sorrow, I bleed from silent pains. I call into the nothing, but the nothing calls me back, and I wander lost forever along this endless track. So I'll keep walking through the night, through shadows deep and long, hoping someday I'll awaken and find where I belong. Promised me the world, then left me in the flames. Every word you whispered was a dagger with my name. The trust I gave was fragile, the love I held a crime, and now I stand among the ruins of what you stole in time. I see your lies in every glance, hear your betrayal in every sound. Even shadows mock me now as I bleed upon the ground. The fire inside me rages, and the crimson rain falls down, washing over all the pain you left scattered on the ground. Oh, crimson rain keeps falling, every drop a wound, a scar. The love I gave has turned to ashes, and you've taken it too far. I scream at empty skies above, I call patience were a river, I'd drown you in my hate. But rage is only poison, and grief decides my fate. Oh, crimson rain keeps falling, every drop a wound, a scar. The love I gave has turned to ashes, and you've taken it too far. I scream at empty skies above, I curse the hands that break, and I'll rise from all this ruin, even if it leaves me. So I'll keep walking through the storm, through fire, blood, and pain, hoping someday I'll find peace beyond this crimson rain. Your heart is distant, far away, and I can't reach its beat. The love we shared has gone astray and left me in defeat. Even memories feel hollow, even dreams betray my mind, and the longing in my chest is all I seem to find. The nights are long with silent cries, the days are hard to bear. I reach for you in empty skies, but find no hand to care. Every word you once spoke feels like a fleeting flame, and I stumble through the ashes of a love I cannot claim. Oh, distant heart keeps calling, every heartbeat longs for you. I cry into the emptiness, but nothing will come through. The world moves on uncaring, while I am left behind, with the shadow of your absence etched deep inside my mind. If I could bridge the distance, would you hear my plea? Or is love forever lost across the endless sea? Oh, distant heart keeps calling, every heartbeat longs for you. I cry into the emptiness, but nothing will come through. The world moves on uncaring, while I am left behind, with the shadow of your absence etched deep inside my mind. So I'll keep walking through the night, through longing far and deep, hoping someday we'll connect and find the love we keep. hear the echoes of my soul bouncing off the walls of night. Every whisper pulls me under, every shadow steals my light. The roads I walk are empty, the skies are draped in gray, and every dream I thought I had has slowly walked away. I've cried beneath the quiet moon, where no one could see my pain. Each teardrop falls like broken glass, washing over all I've gained. The laughter of the world feels distant, a melody I cannot share, and I am trapped in memories that linger everywhere. I've tried to scream into the darkness, I've tried to find the dawn, but every hope I reach for is already gone. Oh, the sorrow, it consumes me, every heartbeat feels like chains. I'm drowning in this endless silence, lost within my own remains. I cry for what I cannot hold, I scream for what I've lost, and the world keeps moving on, ignoring all the cost. I've touched the fire of my past, felt its burn upon my skin. The scars it left are endless, the pain that lives within. Even the nights that promise peace bring nothing but despair, and I'm wandering through this darkness with no one there to care. The rain, it falls like shattered dreams, the wind, it mocks my pain. Every step I take forward feels like I'm walking in vain. And though I seek the morning, though I beg for light to shine, the shadows hold me closer, their grip a cruel design. I try to run, but I'm tethered, I try to fight, but I fall, and every dream I've ever had seems like nothing at all. Oh, the sorrow, it consumes me, every heartbeat feels like chains. I'm drowning in this endless silence, lost within my own remains. I cry for what I cannot hold, I scream for what I've lost, and the world keeps moving on, ignoring all the cost. If I could tear away this pain, would I still know my name? Or is the suffering the only truth that binds me to this flame? I've wandered through the ruins of the person I once knew, and in the mirror of my soul, all I see is blue. The nights are long, the days are hollow, the stars refuse to shine. I reach for hands that aren't there, and for a life that's not mine. And though I stumble, though I break, though the world is cold and vast, I keep moving through the shadows, haunted by my past. So the sorrow, it consumes me, every heartbeat feels like chains. I'm drowning in this endless silence, lost within my own remains. I cry for what I cannot hold, I scream for what I've lost, and the world keeps moving on, ignoring all the cost. So I'll keep walking through the night, through shadows deep and far, hoping someday I'll escape the echoes of my scar. And even if I never heal, even if I fall apart, I'll keep carrying this sorrow within my broken heart. I stare into empty mirrors, searching for a face I know. The one that smiles, that laughs, that breathes, seems buried far below. Every reflection hides a shadow, every gaze reveals despair. And I reach for who I thought I was, but find no one there. The nights are cold, the streets are silent, and even stars refuse to shine. I call into the darkness, but the darkness takes what's mine. Every memory feels like poison, every thought a twisting knife. And I wander through this empty world, alone within my life. Oh, I'm fading in the mirrors, lost inside myself. Every heartbeat screams in sorrow, every step a lonely hell. I reach for who I'm meant to be, but shadows take my hand, and the person staring back at me is someone I can't understand. If I could shatter all reflections, if I could break this glass, would I find the truth beneath the lies, or be haunted by the past? I walk this road of silence, screams I sink in rivers deep, and all that's left of who I was are fragments I can't keep. I'm fading in the mirrors, lost inside myself. Every heartbeat screams in sorrow, every step a lonely hell. I reach for who I'm meant to be, but shadows take my hand, and the person staring back at me is someone I can't understand. So I'll keep walking through the night, through darkness that won't end, hoping someday I'll find a self I can finally defend. The sorrow never ends, it stretches far and wide. No comfort reaches me, no light is by my side. The world is harsh, the nights are cold, and even hope has fled. I walk through endless darkness with nothing left ahead. Every thought is heavy, every dream is lost. The pain consumes my very soul, and I bear the heaviest cost. Even laughter to tears. Even love is gone, and I stumble through this endless grief from dusk until the dawn. Oh, endless sorrow binds me. Every heartbeat screams in pain. I cry into the silence. I drown in endless rain. The world moves on indifferent while I am torn apart, and the grief I carry deep inside lives in my broken heart. If sorrow is eternal, if light will never shine, then let me walk these shadows until the end of time. Oh, endless sorrow binds me. Every heartbeat screams in pain. I cry into the silence. I drown in endless rain. The world moves on indifferent while I am torn apart, and the grief I carry deep inside lives in my broken heart. So I'll keep walking through the night, through darkness vast and deep, hoping someday I'll awaken and rise from endless sleep. I've walked 1,000 roads alone, chasing dreams I couldn't hold. Every step I took somehow was leading me to now, to you. All the noise, it disappears when your hand is holding mine. Every step with you beside me, every breath forever tied to the love we built, the truth we knew. I'll take every step with you when the world is fast or blue. I'll slow it down with you. We learn love isn't just a spark, it's choosing light inside the dark. It's staying soft when life is hard, and guarding fragile hearts together. Time may change the way we look, but not the way I feel. Every step through joy and fear, through quiet days and growing years. If forever asks what I'll do, I'll take every step with you. When our reflections start to fade and yesterday feels far away, I'll still see you just like this, in love and promise, in this kiss. Every step, no matter where, I'll meet you there, I'll meet you there. This life, this love, my only truth. I'll take every step with you. Here we stand, here we stay. photos on the walls are dusty, smiles frozen in time. The hall is gone, the flowers dead, but the memory still climbs. I see your hand in mine, I feel the weight of vows, and I realize slowly forever was just for now. The rings shine faintly in the drawer, a cold reminder of what we swore. The laughter that once filled the room has vanished behind closed doors. I gave my heart completely, I gave all I could give, but love isn't enough if the other doesn't live. Some love ends in anger, some love ends in tears. Ours ended quietly, stretching across years. Faded wedding day, I loved while you withdrew. I stayed when you wandered, holding on to what you never knew. They cheered for forever, they smiled at what seemed true. Faded wedding day, I gave my heart and lost you. I remember our first dance, your hand barely touched mine. I smiled for the cameras, pretending it was fine. The vows felt heavy, the rings cold on my hand, and I realized slowly love doesn't always stand. The bed feels too wide, the sheets cold under my skin. I reach for your warmth, but you've already given in. I whispered your name softly, hoping love could stay, but some hearts vanish quietly while others fade away. You said we'll get through this, but your voice was thin. I tried to follow your heart, but you had already been gone within. Faded wedding day, I loved when you walked away. I stayed through the heartbreak while you quietly swayed. They celebrated joy, they cheered for love they believed. Faded wedding day, I gave my all and grieved. Do you remember our wedding night? The candles, the soft light. I reached for you gently, hoping love could ignite, but the spark had faded. The night whispered lies, and I realized slowly forever was only disguise. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed, loving someone quietly while your heart decayed. I carried hope like a torch, even as it burned in vain. Faded wedding day, all that remains is pain. If love is measured in effort, I gave mine endlessly. If love is measured in heart, you left silently. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a memory I refuse to heal? I loved in silence, I loved through tears, I loved through absence, I loved through years. Faded wedding day, I stayed when you left, I loved when you vanished. I forgave, I wept, they cheered for forever, they smiled for what seemed true. Faded wedding day, I gave my all Some weddings start with hope and end with memories that never fade. Your voice is gone, but echoes remain, haunting every corner of my brain. I reach for shadows in the night, but they vanish out of sight. The life we built is now in ash. The moment's gone in one swift crash. I wander through the empty rooms, haunted by your absence, consumed. The stars above refuse to shine, and I am trapped in space and time. Every memory a dagger, every tear a flood, and the pain of losing you consumes my soul in blood. Oh, fading echoes call me, every heartbeat cries your name. I scream into the silence, but the silence stays the same. The world moves on without you, and I am left behind with echoes of the love we shared forever in my mind. Forever in my mind. If I could bring you back to me, would the pain finally cease? Or is grief a chain eternal that never finds release? Oh, fading echoes call me, every heartbeat cries your name. I scream into the silence, but the silence stays the same. The world moves on without you, and I am left behind with echoes of the love we shared forever in my mind. Forever in my mind. So I walk through empty streets, haunted by your light, hoping someday I'll find peace beyond this endless night. The morning comes, but I don't see it. Shadows cling to every wall. The world is bright, yet I feel nothing, as if I'm destined to fall. The laughter drifts like foreign music, a sound I cannot claim, and I wander through the ruins of a life I cannot name. Every memory is a dagger, every thought a bitter stone. I've tried to speak, but words betray me and leave me all alone. The faces I once held so dear have vanished in the night, and I'm trapped inside this hollow without a flicker of light. I reach for hope, it fades to mist. I chase the dawn, it slips away. snow. Ooh, the world continues on without me. It's song a foreign tune. I walk through nights of endless grief beneath the mocking moon. And even as I stumble, even as I fall apart, I carry the weight of sorrow deep inside my heart. Oh, I'm fading in the silence, drowning in the dark. Every heartbeat is a warning, every tear leaves its mark. I scream into the emptiness, but no one hears my plea. And the weight of all my sorrow keeps pulling down. So I'll keep walking through the night, through shadows deep and far, hoping someday I'll escape the echoes of this scar. And though I may never heal, though I may never restart, I'll carry on this star within my broken heart. The shadows stretch across my mind. They whisper all I've lost. The days are heavy, the nights are long, and life comes at a cost. I reach for hands that will not hold. I call for voices gone, and every step I take alone feels like I don't belong. Even laughter turns to silence. Even light betrays my eyes. The world moves on without a glance, and hope within me dies. A ghost of dreams I once had haunt every breath I take, and I stumble through the emptiness with every step I make. Oh, fading shadows follow me, every heartbeat drenched in pain, crying to the nothingness, but the nothingness remains. The world goes on indifferent, while I am left behind, trapped inside a hollow soul that peace will never find. If someone reached through all the dark, would they see my fear? Or am I destined to wander where no one ever hears? So and chase the dark away. Fragments, pieces scattered in the wind. The person I thought I was no longer exists within. Every memory betrays me, every thought drags me down, and I wander through the ruins of a life I cannot own. The faces in the mirror are strangers to my eyes. Even the love I held is buried in the lies. I stumble through the city, I sink into despair, and no one sees the broken soul that bleeds beneath my care. Oh, fragments of me scatter, every heartbeat breaks apart. I cry into the void of night, I clutch a hollow heart. The world moves on without me, shards of misery, all that life demands. Oh, fragments of me scatter, every heartbeat breaks apart. I cry into the void of night, I clutch a hollow heart. The world moves on without me, and I am left behind with pieces of myself that I can never find. So I'll walk among the ruins, through shadows deep and long, hoping someday I'll rebuild a soul where I belong. The tears I shed are frozen, they never reach the ground. The pain I hold inside me is silent without sound. Even love cannot thaw me, even light feels cold, and I walk through endless nights with sorrow in my hold. The world is distant, harsh and gray, its laughter out of reach. I try to speak, but nothing comes. I try to pray, but it's a breach. Every heartbeat is a warning, every breath a frozen stone, and I wander through this emptiness forever eternal like a never-ending hoping someday warmth will come and thaw the grief I keep. Every step feels heavier, like I don't belong. Smiles feel like a burden, words fall to the floor, and I'm carrying a pain I can't ignore anymore. The world keeps asking questions I don't know how to answer. Every dream I once believed in feels like a slow disaster. I try to keep on moving, but my soul drags behind. There's a storm inside my chest that never leaves my mind. It's heavy inside my heart, heavy inside my soul. I'm breaking in silence, losing all control. I scream but make no sound. I bleed where no one sees. This weight inside my chest is slowly killing me. If I could set this pain down just for one night's rest, maybe I'd remember what it feels like to be less broken. So I walk with all this weight through another empty day, praying I survive what I can't throw away. Dati, ikaw ang tahanan ng puso ko. Sa bawat takot, ikaw ang iyakap ko. Ngayon ang mga salitang mahal kita ay tila alaala na lang sa dilim ng gabi. Unti-unti kang nawala habang ako'y nanatili pa. Hindi na ikaw ang tinatawag ng puso ko, pero ikaw pa rin ang sakit na di naglalaho. Mahal pa rin kita kahit mali na, kahit alam kong hindi na ako ang mahal mo. taon, di ka bibitaw sa ulan at bagyo. Magkasama raw, pero sa unang pagkakataong napagod ka, ako ang iniwan mong mag-isa. Sa bawat gabing ikaw ang panaginip, sa umaga'y sakit ang kapalit. Hindi na ikaw ang hawak ng aking kamay, ngunit ikaw pa rin ang hinahanap ng isipan. Kung may darating mang bago sa'yo, sana'y mahalin ka niya tulad ng ginawa ko. Kung sakaling maalala mo ako balang araw, sa kantang dati nating sabay na kinakanta, huwag kang mag-alala, pinatawad na kita. Kahit ang puso ko'y sugatan pa, minahal kita ng buo. Kahit na uubos ako, hindi ko pinagsisihan, kahit ikaw ang dahilan ng aking luha ngayon. Hindi na ikaw ang kapiling ko sa gabi, ngunit ikaw pa rin ang sugat sa aking dibdib. Kung ito na ang wakas ng ating kwento, salamat sa pagmamahal. Kahit sandali lang ito, paalam sa atin, paalam sa mga pangarap. Hindi na ikaw, pero ikaw pa rin ang mahal ko. The room is quiet without you here. Even the walls don't say your name. I sit where you used to breathe, trying not to feel the same. Your coffee cup is still by the sink, like you might come back for it soon. I tell myself I'm getting better, but I still talk to you in this room. Everyone says time will fix it, like time knows what you meant to me. But clocks don't hear my thoughts at night, and mirrors don't feel what I see. So I play the piano softly, so the tears don't make a sound. Every note is something I couldn't say when you weren't around. I trace your name in the air sometimes, like muscle memory of pain. You promised me always, but always didn't stay. You packed your love in quiet boxes and slowly walked away. I didn't need perfect moments, I just needed you to try. But you chose peace without me and left me asking why. So I play the piano softly, like I'm afraid to feel too much. Every chord still sounds like you, every pause still needs your touch. If missing you were music, this would be the key I'm in. Minor notes, unfinished songs, and a love that didn't win. Do you know what it's like to be okay in the daytime and completely fall apart at night? To move on in public, but break down in private when no one's watching your fight. I'd give anything just to unlearn your name, but my heart still plays it right. I don't hate you, I just miss who I was when you loved me back. So I play the piano slowly, let the key